Did not mean to click on that. How's it going, everyone? Welcome to a tier list. Something a bit different today. We're not doing gun warfare. We're not doing gaming. We're going to be doing a Jurassic Park tier list. Obviously, you guys know that recently I went to go see Jurassic World Dominion. The brand new Jurassic World came out a few days ago. I went on Friday night and it was absolutely awesome. Like I said, something a bit different for the channel. I hope you guys do go ahead and enjoy it as it is. I'm super excited. I'm a big fan of Jurassic Park and dinosaurs in general, so I hope you guys enjoy. If you do, drop a like. Let me know if you want to see more different tier lists like this one in the comment section below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you are new, and of course, turn the notification bell on so you never miss a live stream. Join the channel, become a member. It would be greatly appreciated. And I'm excited to do this. So, obviously, these are going to be ranking in, I wouldn't say popularity, but how I see them and how they were implemented in the movies and what I think of them as a whole. So, uh, obviously, you've got S, A, B, C, and D tier. Pretty self explanatory. D being the lowest, least popular, B being middle, S being top tier, and A and C being middle and bottom tier. So first of all, we have the Allosaurus. Now, obviously, this dinosaur came into the Jurassic World movie. It appeared in Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom and Jurassic World Dominion. Uh, it is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I wish I saw it a little bit sooner in some of the old movies, but in terms of actually implementing it into the movie, it looks really cool. Definitely has a different look to it. It's basically an oversized raptor, but smaller than a T-Rex. As you can see, it has a little crest over its eyes as well, so that's very, very characteristic of the Allosaurus. I'm going to put it in C tier. I wish that I saw it a little bit more in the other movies, but personally, it's not too bad. I think it's pretty cool. So, Ankylosaurus. Now, I have seen these before. These were in Jurassic Park 3. It was in Jurassic World as well. It had a little bit of a fight with the Indominus Rex, which we're going to get to in a minute. But obviously, Ankylosaurus is a herbivore. Does not eat meat. It is a plant eater. For those who don't know, and obviously they're very protective over their young. Very, very aggressive when it comes to their families and stuff like that. So, I think personally, I enjoyed the sequence with it in Jurassic World, so I'm actually going to put it B tier. I think it's better than the Allosaurus because I saw it a little bit more. The next dinosaur is the Apatosaurus. This was in Jurassic World. I don't think it was in the other. Wait, was it in the other movies? I'm not sure, but I think it was. It definitely was in Jurassic World. And basically, if you haven't seen the movie, spoilers. But basically, there's a section in that movie where the Indominus kills a bunch of these Apatosauruses. They're herbivores again, and they're complete. They're basically big elephants in the words of real life. So it is very sad and upsetting to see them get killed, and definitely a not the most heart touching scene I've seen in any of the movies, but definitely one to remember. So I'm actually going to put that A tier, mainly because that stuck by me when I saw it. The Baryonyx. Now, Baryonyx is an interesting one. We're going to talk about his big bad cousin later on in the video, but I'm super, super excited to see this dinosaur. I was super excited to see it in Dominion. We saw it a little bit in Dominion, the brand new Jurassic World movie. It had a fighting sequence. It's basically in a fighting arena. This dinosaur was definitely unexpected and a nice addition to the franchise of the Jurassic Park and Jurassic World franchise. I think overall he was not in Jurassic World. He was in Fallen Kingdom and Jurassic World Dominion. So I'm gonna put him B tier. Definitely cool dinosaur. I really, really enjoyed that dinosaur. It's basically a relative of the Spinosaurus, which is down here. We're going to get to that later on. The Brachiosaurus. I'm going to put this S tier. Now, I love a Brachiosaurus. Probably my favourite long neck dinosaur out of the Diplodocus, the Apatosaurus, stuff like that. Definitely my favourite one out of all those. And this scene in general from the very first Jurassic Park that came out in what, 1993, 1994. This scene was absolutely amazing. If you've seen the first Jurassic Park, you would know what this picture is straight away. It's basically where the Brachiosaurus stands up and eats the tree. very, very memorable. I still like watching the movie now, nearly 8, 9 years later, and very, very happy to put that in S tier. Definitely a heart-touching moment as well. A Carnosaurus, or a Carno, or Carnosaurus. This one's an interesting one. This is in Jurassic World uh, Dominion and Fallen Kingdom. It was not in any of the other movies. You actually run into this dinosaur in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom when the volcano's erupting and Rexy comes along, which is down here. Rexy comes along and basically barges it out of the way, and they both have a little bit of a fight. So, definitely a cool entrance for this dinosaur. A little bit late into the franchise. I would like to have seen it in, like, I don't know, Jurassic World 1 at least, but nevertheless, it's still a really cool dinosaur. I've seen this dinosaur in other movies as well as the big bad dinosaur and the bad guy, so it's definitely one of the more memorable carnivores in my opinion. And carnivore is a meat eater, by the way, so I'm actually going to put this in B tier as well. I think Carno is definitely one for the history books in my opinion. This is a Ceratosaurus. Now, you're probably going to get confused with both of these. They look very similar, but this one has a horn at the front of its nose, and this one has two horns on the side of its crest above its eyes. So this is also a carnivore. We have not seen this dinosaur since Jurassic Park 3, and that came out back in 2003. So it was a very, very small scene. Basically, the characters are looking for a cell phone in a pile of what I'm going to say poo, dinosaur poo, and this dinosaur comes along and basically smells them and just walks off. It's literally really, really short sequence. Um, I would have liked to have seen it more, and for that purpose, I'm going to put it in C tier. I don't think it's D tier. I think the dinosaur looks really cool. I just wish that we saw it more. I don't think it appears in any of the other movies. So, up next, we have the Compythagnus, or compies as people call them. These things are tiny. They run around in like 50, hundreds of them all over the floor. You might have seen them. They're probably the size of my hand. They're really, really tiny, but they are the most annoying, scavengiest ways of dying in a dinosaur movie or in real life. Basically, these are vultures, um, and they pick apart your skin and all that kind of stuff. So, it is a bit of a gruesome way to go out. Instead of just getting bitten in one piece, it is very horrible to die to a load of these things. There's like 100 of them tearing away at your skin and pecking you and stuff like that. So it's really, really disgusting. But for that reason alone, and you do see that in Jurassic World. No, Jurassic Park, The Lost World. That's what I was meant to say. Jurassic Park 2, you see these guys in action a lot. You see them a little bit in Jurassic Park 3. They don't do anything, but in Jurassic Park 2, you see these guys a lot. And just purely because of Jurassic Park 2, The Lost World, I'm gonna put it in A tier. For such a small carnivore, meat eater dinosaur, I'm happy to give it to A spot because I remember them every time I see them, and they just give me the heebie-jeebies. So definitely a horrible way to die from those things. And this is a Corythosaurus. I'm gonna put it D tier. First of all, because of that image. But we have not seen these dinosaurs at all. Believe it or not, this picture is taken from Jurassic Park 3, when the movie released in 2003, and this was when they're getting chased by the raptors, and basically the Coryphosauruses are running alongside the main characters, Alan Grant, Kirby, Eric. Eric's not even in this part, but basically the other main characters in the movie, they're running alongside them, running away from the raptors. So, it's such a small scene, and it was a bit of a bummer because these dinosaurs are actually pretty cool. They are herbivores, they eat plants and berries and whatever. But, definitely a distinctive look about it, but in terms of appearance, it is a bit unfortunate that we didn't see it loads. Dilophosaurus, oh boy. This one, for me, is very, very interesting. I'm going to put it A tier. Now, the reason why I put this one A tier is just such a memorable dinosaur. Because whenever people say, oh, I don't know what it's called, but the one that does that, with the hands, it's instantly connoting that massive, fan lion mane thing around its face, and basically this dinosaur, believe it or not, is a carnivore, as you can tell by the teeth, and it actually spits venom, poisonous venom, at people, at the dinosaur it's hunting. It spits venom, and the venom actually causes paralysis. So the dinosaur just starts, not moving, and then they eat it. So this, believe it or not, this dinosaur was only seen in Jurassic Park 1 until Jurassic Park Dominion. Spoilers. So this dinosaur was first introduced back in 1993, 1994 in Jurassic Park 1. And then, like 15, 16 years later, it finally returned to the big screen the other day with Jurassic World Dominion's release. You finally get to see it again in a little bit more action this time. And obviously, if you've seen both movies, you know exactly why I put that dinosaur there. So, Dimorphodon. I'll be honest, I'm going to put it C tier. Don't get me wrong, this thing is cool. It's probably the size of a seagull, if not a little bit bigger. It basically is a bird, but with a T-Rex head. That's probably the most basic way I can say it. It is a carnivore. It eats pretty much anything. It's very peckish on what it eats. If it's meat, if it's food, it will eat it basically. And you see this in Jurassic World a few times. You see it in Jurassic World Dominion, Fallen Kingdom. You do not see it in Jurassic Park 1, 2, or 3. So, you know, you see this dinosaur slash bird thing, whatever you want to call it, in Jurassic World franchise, but not in Jurassic Park franchise. Still pretty cool dinosaur, but I would have liked to have seen it in a bit more action, to be fair. Gallimimus, I'll put Gallimimus C tier. Definitely a more memorable dinosaur than the Coryphosaurus down in D tier, because this dinosaur is in Jurassic Park 1, and this picture is from Jurassic Park 1, actually. This is the part where the T-Rex, this T-Rex here, is basically running after, well, not running after, but it's, these guys are running, and then the T-Rex comes out of nowhere and eats one of them. So, from that scene of the movie alone, these dinosaurs are very memorable. Believe it or not, they're like the ostrich of the dinosaurs. I think they believe they run up to like 50, 60 miles an hour. They're herbivores, so do not worry, they're not going to eat you. They eat plants and whatever else. But yeah, very cool dinosaurs. I would have liked to have seen them more, but very, very happy indeed. Okay, now we got the two hybrids, Jurassic World and Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. First of all, the Indominus Rex. I'm going to put you in S tier. Now, this thing is cool, bro. I remember when I first saw Jurassic World, and I was like, whoa, okay, brand new dinosaur on the block. We've had this before with Jurassic Park 3. It didn't go well. We'll talk about that later. But the Indominus Rex was cool. I love the colours. I love the way it looks. It can camouflage. It can go invisible. And believe it or not, it is actually a crossbreed. It is a hybrid. So basically, a hybrid is where you get two things and put it into one. It is a T-Rex and a Velociraptor in one. And this thing is absolutely awesome to watch in a Jurassic World movie. I'm not going to say what happens to it, because just in case if any of you have not seen the first Jurassic World. But very cool dinosaur, very nice addition to the Jurassic Park franchise, I think. And it introduced the hybrids to the whole franchise as well, which was absolutely awesome. The Indoraptor, I'll be honest, I'm going to put you A tier. I prefer the Indominus Rex, personally. I think this is awesome. I really like the Indoraptor. Definitely more scarier. Not scarier, but a bit more intense than the Indominus Rex. The Indominus Rex basically just ate you and that was it. But this thing, crawled up on your, went stealth mode and stuff like that. And this thing had a way about killing things without being seen. But in Fallen Kingdom, the second Jurassic World movie, out of the three, this dinosaur was cool, but I preferred the Indominus, and I feel like it would be a bit unfair if I put both hybrids in one tier. So just for the sake of the video, I like the Indoraptor, but I'm going to put you in A tier for now. This is the Diplodocus, or Diplodocus, whatever you want to call it. This is in Jurassic Park 2, The Lost World, with Jeff Goldblum, obviously. Jeff Goldblum, huge fan of that guy, man. Absolutely love him. This is the second Jurassic Park movie. This scene right here is where the hunters are on the game trail. And basically they're out hunting dinosaurs, basically. That's probably the most basic way of me putting it. But you only see it for a brief second. I believe one of the bikers actually drives underneath them, if not between this dinosaur's feet, which is really really cool. But apart from that, I don't think you see it often. So I'm gonna put it D tier. Definitely would have loved to have seen more of this dinosaur. For example, the Brachiosaurus and the Apatosaurus. Oh, definitely a bit more like these two. This scene was memorable. This dinosaur and scene was memorable. This scene was memorable, but you don't see the dinosaur ever again, I don't think, and it kind of sucked. Because it's a really cool herbivore, and obviously it eats plants. The Mosasaurus, I'm putting you S tier, bro. The first and only, believe it or not, only water dinosaur of the entire Jurassic Park and Jurassic World franchise. You don't see any other water dinosaurs apart from the shark in Jurassic World, which gets eaten. But that's just a shark. That's nothing to do with this. But this thing is awesome, and this played a massive, massive role in the ending of Jurassic World, the first one. You don't actually no, you see it in Jurassic World 2 at the start, and then you see it a little bit in Jurassic World Dominion. So you see it in all three Jurassic Worlds. You don't see it in any of the Jurassic Park movies, but this dinosaur is a Mosasaurus. It lives underwater. It's about 60, 70, 80 foot long, which is probably about 50, 60 double-decker school buses. And it is absolutely awesome. And the way this thing got introduced into the franchise in the first Jurassic World movie, eating the shark and coming out of the massive pool, which is this scene right here actually, it was absolutely awesome. And if you have not seen that, I definitely, definitely recommend you go see it. This is the Parasaurolophus, a bit similar to the Stygimoloch, which is over here. We're going to get to you in a minute. But I must admit, out of all the herbivores, small herbivores, this one was a bit memorable for me. Because this is in Jurassic World. No, I keep saying Jurassic World. Jurassic Park: The Lost World. Jurassic Park 2, basically. This dinosaur was in the hunting scene, the same scene as the Brontosaurus down here, or Diplodocus. And the Pachycephalosaurus, or whatever it's called, basically got captured, and it then zoomed out into our characters' faces looking all sad and stuff. So it was a bit of a touching scene. This thing got captured, and I tell you what, yeah, as much as this thing looks small, this thing could do damage with that bumper on its head. That's basically a rhino, basically, literally a rhino. And as much as these guys are herbivores, they will attack you. They're very aggressive. They're very territorial in terms of you invading their territory, and a bit of a scary small herbivore, I must admit. So I'm going to put you C tier, I reckon. Okay, this is the Parasaurolophus, a very iconic dinosaur, mainly because of that massive, whatever that is, on the back of its head. Very weird skull structure, and very iconic for a lot of younger fans of dinosaurs, personally like me. I grew up with dinosaurs, herbivores like this, so the Parasaurolophus, definitely one of the more iconic looking um, herbivores due to the skull structure and stuff like that. But that scene was quite sad, so I'm actually going to put you B tier, believe it or not. I remember that scene very well. It happened in a split second, but it is. I'm not going to tell you what happens, but you watch the movie, you know what happens. Pterodons, oh god, these guys were not introduced at, well, technically, they were in the end of Jurassic Park 2. This is the scene from Jurassic Park 2 at the very end of the movie. Basically, this thing just roars or screeches, and then it goes to the credits. And then you see these guys again, but even better in Jurassic Park 3. And then you see them in Jurassic World, Jurassic World 2, and Jurassic World Dominion. So, basically, from Jurassic Park 3 onwards, you see these guys constantly. In Jurassic World, they play a massive role with the Dimorphodon here, in the planet aviary scene of the movie, and definitely a memorable one. So I'm actually going to put you A tier, believe it or not. These things are lethal, bro. I know they're just basically massive birds, but that beak, I'm telling you, can peck you out like that, bro. Okay, I think this is a Nasutoceratops, I think. I don't actually remember seeing this in the movie, so I'm going to put you D tier. It looks familiar from another movie that I've seen, but I'm not going to judge it off of that. So, I'm not going to do Spinosaurus just yet. I'm joking. We'll do Spinosaurus straight away, S tier. My favourite dinosaur. I know. Comic section, you're going to completely ruin me. I know. Okay, calm down. We'll talk about the Spinosaurus in a minute. We'll complete the tier list first. Okay. Stegosaurus. I must admit, I like the Triceratops and Stegosaurus the same amount, so I'm going to put them both A tier. Believe it or not. Both scenes in movie, especially the Triceratops. This scene in Jurassic Park 1 was absolutely amazing. It's basically where the Triceratops is sick, the characters go check up on it, and then that's when the storm arrives and the T-Rex breaks out. But this scene here in Jurassic Park 1 was absolutely beautiful. It's quite sad, but definitely, I love Triceratops, man. Always liked it. And it's the same with the Stegosaurus. This is Jurassic Park 2, where they're in the forest at the start of the movie, and basically, these three guys here, Ian, Eddie, and oh, I forgot his name. I can't remember his name, but Vince Vaughn. That's the actor's name. These three guys get too close to their baby, and then these things start going crazy. But both Triceratops and Stegosaurus, I love you both, man. Okay, so we got Sticky Moloch. I'm gonna put you C tier. I put you above the Gallimimus and the Dimorphodon. I'll put you there. This thing was pretty cool. Definitely a newer dinosaur. It looks very similar to the Pachyrhinosaurus, as you can see, but slightly different. I believe this is a bit smaller. They're both herbivores, but both very aggressive due to that bump on their head. Very, again, a key feature about these two dinosaurs, the Pachyrhinosaurus and the Sticky Moloch, very popular with that giant crest on that bump on their head. It's a signature move, basically. But yeah, this thing was in Jurassic World. I don't think you see it in Fallen Kingdom or Dominion. I don't remember seeing it, but this thing, I know it is in Fallen Kingdom. I got it mixed around. It's in Fallen Kingdom, but not Jurassic World and Jurassic World Dominion. It probably was in Jurassic World Dominion, but I didn't see it. So, definitely a cool dinosaur. I'm happy that I saw it. But no, I think in Fallen Kingdom, where it breaks out and helps the characters and all the other dinosaurs escape, I think it's a pretty cool way of introducing this dinosaur to a lot of younger fans and older fans. And if you've seen Fallen Kingdom and Dominion, you know, the new Jurassic World that came out like 2 days ago, if you've seen that like I have, you know that they've implemented a lot more new dinosaurs into the franchise that we've never seen before. So this was one of those dinosaurs, very, very cool. Velociraptor, S tier. I absolutely love Velociraptors. The most intelligent dinosaur of all time. Just unbelievably amazing, bro. They're in every single movie, and you just can't go wrong with them. Genuinely, they are smart. They can open doors. They can jump like 15 feet high. They can run up to 60, 70 miles an hour, maybe higher. And obviously in Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom, and Dominion, all three Jurassic Worlds, a main character called Blue, or main dinosaur called Blue, comes into the picture, and that's when the Velociraptors go from cool to absolutely awesome. So, you know, with every single movie that the Raptors have been in, the Velociraptors have been in, I loved every single one of them. Personally, I like the Jurassic Park 3 Raptors. Still my favourite looking Raptors to this day. But I love Velociraptors, man. They're just so good. They're carnivores. They are the what we call the wolves of the Jurassic and Triassic period. They hunt in packs of 4 and 5, and they will take you out. So stay away from these things if you see this going down to your local Tesco. T-Rex is up here now. This is where the conversation begins. Back in 2003, not this T-Rex. This T-Rex is from. This is Rexy. That's what the community and the fan base have named her after all these years. Rexy is the original T-Rex from Jurassic Park 1. And this is the Spinosaurus from Jurassic Park 3. Now, back in Jurassic Park 3, back in 2003, 2004, around that time, this Jurassic Park 3 came out. Basically, the Spinosaurus had a fight with a T-Rex, and the T-Rex got absolutely annihilated. The Spinosaurus, spoilers again, click off the video if you haven't seen Jurassic Park 3. The Spinosaurus basically grabs the T-Rex's neck and snaps it in half, and it is the most, or one of the most controversial movie scenes of all time, especially when the movie came out back in early 2000s. So many fans, so many dinosaur critics and paleontologists and just fans of the Jurassic Park franchise all over the world went absolutely mental because the T-Rex lost to the big bad newer dinosaurs. So basically, in Jurassic Park 1, there was a T-Rex. Jurassic Park 2, there was a T-Rex. Jurassic Park 3, there was a T-Rex. But it gets killed within about, I'll probably say about 25-30 seconds by the Spinosaurus. And that was a big, big problem for the movie. Even to this day, a lot of people still don't like the Spinosaurus. Personally, I like them both on the same level. I think they're both very iconic. As much as the Spinosaurus killed the T-Rex, I think it was absolutely awesome the way it just came in and just went snap, and that was it. The Spinosaurus made its mark on the franchise, and believe it or not, Rexy we have seen in multiple movies. We've seen her in Jurassic Park 1, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, and Jurassic World Dominion. She was not in Jurassic Park 2 or 3, and yeah, so she's been in four of the movies, believe it or not. So, by the way, this scene with Rexy, the most iconic scene out of any of the Jurassic Park movies, in my opinion. Jurassic Park and Jurassic World, this scene right here was the best. It's every time I watch it now, 10 plus years later, of watching it for the first time, this scene even now gives me chills. And if you have not seen this scene in the first Jurassic Park, watch it on YouTube, turn up your volume to master or max, and go watch it. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. I love Rexy, but the Spinosaurus, the reason why I love this thing as well, as much as it did kill the other T-Rex, or the smaller, younger T-Rex in Jurassic Park 3, back in 2003, there's so much mystery about this Spinosaurus dinosaur. Obviously, back then, we didn't know much about this dinosaur in real life, obviously, and I must admit, even on the scientific side of things, people got annoyed about the look of this Spinosaurus compared to the actual way it's supposed to look in real life, because it looks nothing like this. Basically, the sail is a lot more differently shaped. It walks on all fours apparently, and not on two legs. And yeah, so the scientific side of things, I feel like a lot of people got annoyed about how this Spinosaurus looked compared to the real thing, and a lot of people take that to heart. I can understand that. Being a fan of dinosaurs myself, I can see the point of view. But you got to remember, it's a movie. It came out back in early 2000s, and back then we didn't have any Spinosaurus fossils or nowhere near as much Spinosaurus evidence of what it looked like. So they kind of just winged it. But going back to the actual movie, I loved how this thing was so mysterious, and we have not seen it since 2003, and we are now in 2022. So, you know, I was hoping to see it in Camp Cretaceous. Camp Cretaceous is basically a Jurassic Park series on Netflix. I haven't watched it yet, but apparently there's a Spinosaurus in that, and it's the exact same one as this one. Now, I'm watching that eventually, but apparently, besides Camp Cretaceous, we have not yet seen the 2003 Spinosaurus since 2003. And this is the only movie this Spinosaurus has appeared in. It's only been in Jurassic Park 3. It has not been in Jurassic Park 1, 2, and believe it or not, there's a reason why I say there's a lot of mystery surrounding the Spinosaurus is because it was illegal, basically. In terms of the story of Jurassic Park and Jurassic World, this dinosaur was not meant to exist. It's a complete. It's basically an illegal experiment. I won't go into full detail about it. I might do Jurassic Park videos at some point. I don't know. Let me know if you want to see that. But yeah, this dinosaur is just so mysterious. There's a lot of information we don't know about it, and there's a lot of reasons why I love this dinosaur. And quite possibly tied with the T-Rex, my favourite. Besides Rexy, this picture here, out of all these dinosaurs here, probably my favourite. These two are tied in S tier for me. I love them both equally. So that's going to be it for Jurassic World tier list. I hope you guys did enjoy something a bit different. Obviously, we've got a load of carnivores and a load of herbivores here. I might do some different tier lists, to keep the stuff going. You never know. Just to try and invite some new people to the channel. If you guys don't want to see more things like this, obviously let me know, and I can stick to the gaming stuff. But I'm happy to do more videos branching out to new things, movies you guys might like, TV shows you guys might like, or anything like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed the Jurassic Park tier list. That is my tier list right there, from S all the way down to D tier. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and make sure you join, become a member of the channel. Look after yourselves. Stay hydrated. Keep on gaming. I'll catch you guys in a bit. Spinosaurus and T-Rex, I love you both.